Do you have an innate desire to go above your present reality and fly when you close your eyes and envision the impossibly difficult? The bold idea of taking flight above our physical limitations kindles a spark in the courageous spirit. Even though you've been told it's not feasible and advised against even considering it, something inside of you persists and is audacious. This is the core of human resistance to what appears to be insurmountable and to those who set limits on what is possible. Even though they claimed it was impossible, we dare to declare, "I can fly." Therein resides the vortex of awareness, a mysterious power that resists the pull of everyday reality. You have to realize that consciousness is the foundation upon which everything matter is built. It actively contributes to the development of your reality. It is not passive. Every idea you have and every mental surge you experience adds to the fabric of your physical being. Consider the consequences. Your greatest fears, your joys, and your everyday frustrations are more than just passing feelings. They are the designers of your surroundings, precisely sculpting the physical circumstances in a way that defies chance. With this knowledge, consciousness is elevated from a mere brain byproduct to a basic force that has the same power to affect the universe as gravity. Nevertheless, there are drawbacks to this authority. You may become anchored in a sea of constricting ideas by the density and gravity that the collective consciousness produces. Your views and experiences are shaped by these beliefs, which exert a gravitational pull on you after being filtered through many levels of cultural and personal training. Therefore, your task is to navigate this density in order to identify the importance of out-of-date ideologies and overcome them. This is no easy task. Being aware of how societal narratives influence your own reality and making deliberate decisions about which ideas to hold on to and which to let go of are skills that require awareness and clarity. Disentangling oneself from these intricate, frequently undetectable webs of thinking is like trying to redefine gravity itself. It necessitates recalibrating one's existential gravity and reorienting one's mental compass. You can start to lessen the weight of collective density by actively participating in your own consciousness and by critically analyzing and improving your views. You break away from the vortex that tries to limit your potential and your comprehension of the cosmos with this act of mental and spiritual disobedience. Acknowledge this information since it marks the beginning of a path of significant change. Keep in mind that you are both the creator and the created in the world of consciousness. The world shapes your beliefs, and your beliefs shape the world. In order to break free from the physical constraints that bind you to a routine life, you must choose perception, a method of interacting with the outside world that is open-minded, inquisitive, and devoid of snap judgments. In contrast, judgment provides a resolution. It traps you in the quicksand of antiquated ideas and prejudices, closing off comprehension and blocking the mind from additional investigation. Think about it. Every moment offers the chance to view the world from a fresh perspective and approach every encounter free from the burden of previous judgments. This method modifies events rather than just altering your understanding of them. When you make the decision to see instead of judge, you interact with the world as a participant in an expansive expedition in which every encounter offers the possibility to broaden your perspectives and strengthen your bond with the cosmos. By moving from judgment to perception, you can now see through previously hidden doors and discover routes that take you beyond the material world and into deeper, more meaningful domains. In addition, the deliberate decision to put love above money, what I refer to as love over gold, is a potent example of selecting perception over judgment. In this sense, love is not only an emotion, rather it is a condition of awareness that recognizes the interdependence of all things. It acknowledges that while monetary gain is required for bodily survival, it neither frees the spirit nor enriches the soul. Accepting love above wealth is a very insightful statement that life's true meaning is in the things that one may hold close to one's heart, rather than in material possessions. In real life, while making choices, consider whether taking this course would improve your ability to love, connect, and understand others, or whether it will only give you the false sense of security and act as a golden shackle that keeps you grounded in the surface. When regularly followed, this practice creates a life rich in connections and experiences, rather than material belongings, opening the door to a more fulfilling and spiritually aligned lifestyle. When you choose perception, when you view the world and yourself through the prism of compassionate awareness, you start to peel back the layers of the ego's defenses until the genuine essence of the soul shines through in all its radiant beauty. Furthermore, through anchoring, decomposing, dragging things down and wearing them away, entropy and gravity perform their roles. However, there is a symphony that is seldom heard in this cosmic orchestra, the profound yet delicate forces of negentropy and lightness. Armed with the wisdom to harness these forces, you can rise upon them and soar with what the ancients called the wings of nine. These are the powers that rise above an order, defy decay, lift, and regenerate. The nine creative muses who take the soul on beautiful transformational flights. In its core, levity is more than just being light. Gravity is opposed by this upward force. It exists not only in the material world, but also in the metaphysical one, where it affects the mind and spirit. Imagine that levity is the uplifting breeze that may transform your thoughts from gloomy to beautiful, from heavy to heavenly. You have to look within yourself for this power, this lightness of being that releases you from the weights that tie you down to smaller issues and permits your soul to soar. Conversely, the opposite of entropy is negentropy. Negentropy is the principle of order and renewal, whereas entropy speaks of chaos and decline. It is the organizing energy that unites various spirits into a single will and scatters thoughts into a coherent vision. To harness negentropy in your life, you must purposefully coordinate your actions to counteract the chaos around you, transforming disarray into harmony and confusion into clarity. It is the master planner of resiliency and the constructor of bridges over the turbulent waters of anarchy. You have to tune into the sound of the ground, that deep, resonating tone that resonates with the wisdom of the ages, if you want to soar atop these forces. This sound is perceived by the soul rather than the ears. It necessitates attentive listening and a contemplative sense of awareness of life's pulse and natural rhythms. The chords that resonate with the wings of nine, the creative forces that drive innovation, creativity, and transformation, can be found here, amidst the silent symphony of existence. Unconditional love is the driving force behind this transcending evolution. It is a force so strong and profound that it has the ability to activate garbage DNA. Your genome contains latent codes that scientists originally wrote off as worthless, but that actually contain the keys to a massive store of untapped human potential. This isn't just speculation. Rather, it's a doorway to a different kind of life in which love is a transformative force rather than just a feeling. Pure, unlimited, and expectation-free unconditional love vibrates with the secret strands of your DNA and connects with the deeper structures of your being. It is a liberating, elevating, healing, and harmonizing energy. You do more than only improve the environment around you when you live, love, and embody this sort of love. You start a deep, inward revolution. Every moment of unconditional love and every act of sincerity sends shockwaves through your biology, igniting portions of your genetic inheritance that have remained dormant for centuries and promoting development and rejuvenation. An important part of this process is the idea of nine, which is frequently regarded as divine. Nine is a sign for completion and enlightenment, the pinnacle of both spiritual and physical progress in many spiritual traditions. It is the number of the universe, the upward-moving spiral that touches every aspect of life. The incorporation of the number 9 in this situation is highly significant rather than random. It stands for the complete awakening of human potential via the force of love, embracing all facets of existence, physical, emotional, spiritual, and more. In order to access this deep potential within yourself, start by practicing unconditional love in all of your relationships. Develop the perspective that people are not different from you. Rather, they are merely extensions of your own life force, bound together by the unseen threads of existence. Let empathy and compassion, not expectations or judgment, be the driving forces behind your actions. When you accomplish this, you will experience a lightning-like release of energy that advances you on your spiritual and developmental path. It will be a subtle but profound shift within you. Additionally, embrace the daily meditation practice that centers around the heart, visualizing it as a bright sun that radiates love that knows no bounds. Imagine this love expanding to embrace all beings, curing hurts, reawakening latent potential in both yourself and other people. By activating the most holy and profound portions of your being, this exercise not only aligns you with the divine components of the number 9, but also opens the door to a profound and divine transformation. Therefore, the path to discovering the power of unconditional love is a journey of both ascent and return, an ascension to the boundless potential of your divinity and a return to the purest essence of your humanity. Accept this adventure wholeheartedly, as it will take your life to new heights of happiness and potential that you can only dream of. This chapter is a shield and a compass. As you soar on the winds of your newfound talents, guided by the deeper insights and capabilities you have unlocked, pay attention to it. It's not just wise, but vital to keep your intention pure when you're in the domain of higher existence, when you're navigating the ethers of potential and actuality. This purity serves as your journey's rudder, guiding you to stay on course and stay connected to the most admirable parts of yourself. The first piece of advice I provide is that flying should always come from the heart, not the head. Compassion, empathy, and unconditional love are found in the heart. They are the same attributes that give your climb grace and direction. Flight loses its spiritual quality and becomes a mechanical act that may be manipulated by the ego when it shifts from the heart to the intellect. The shift from the heart to the head might happen gradually. It starts when you see your skills as instruments for self-interest rather than as assets for the betterment of society. This presents a serious risk. Your path to divinity can be derailed by the head, which is controlled by logic and self-interest. Consider the myth of Icarus, which is filled with enduring lessons about life in general. Icarus was cautioned not to fly too close to the sun when his father Daedalus fashioned him wings. However, he was so excited that he ignored the warning and took off faster, motivated by pride and the rush of having power. His untimely demise, brought on by his wings melting wax, is a sobering lesson. In the event that 9 are utilized foolishly or revealed recklessly, the sun, the burning symbol of ultimate truth and power, will melt their wings. This allegory explores the figurative risk of overreaching, of going beyond moral and ethical bounds in the quest of knowledge or power, in addition to the physical act of flying too high. There is a holy window called the Brahma Muhurta, where the world is silent and the lines between day and night are blurred. This period, roughly 90 minutes prior to sunrise, is highly significant and is revered as the best time to ascend by both traditional wisdom and contemporary searchers. Not literally, but rather in a very mystical way. The line separating the temporal and the eternal is thinnest at this hour, a moment when the day's distractions are still asleep and the canvas of the mind is clear and open to the heavenly whispers. The earth is alive with a subtle vitality during Brahma Muhurta, a period of nectar that revivifies the soul and enlivens the intellect. You can reach the pinnacles of your consciousness through reflection, meditation, and prayer during this time because of the special calm and tranquility that permeates the atmosphere. Not only is there the soft murmur of nature waking up, but there's also a strong sense of possibility and regeneration in the air. It feels like the universe is taking a big breath, accumulating energy to push the sun above the horizon. You also discover a synchrony with the deeper cycles of existence in this cosmic breath. It takes discipline and a conscious effort to emerge from the warmth of sleep into the chilly, clear dawn of day to greet this wondrous hour. However, those who respond to this summons find that their efforts to welcome the dawn are richly rewarded. Early in the morning, your mind achieves a depth and clarity that is unmatched by later hours because it is not clouded by the clutter of everyday worries or the inertia of midday weariness. Your ability to converse with the divine forces that permeate the universe, to connect with your inner self, and to listen intently to your own thoughts and feelings is enhanced by the seclusion and tranquility. Furthermore, this is an opportunity to set the tone for the day ahead of you in addition to spiritual elevation. Your interactions with the world around you are impacted by the realizations you get, the serenity you experience, and the intentions you make during Brahma Muhurta. You infuse your daily chores with serenity and clarity, allowing compassion to permeate your encounters and patience to weather difficulties. So I implore you to rise in the Brahma Muhurta and soar into the domain of self-realization and union with the divine. This is your chance to fly above the bounds of the physical world and experience the beautiful essence of life. Dwelling deep within your dreams are the initial stirrings of freedom from the material world, a practice run for mastering the art of rising above the concrete. An important starting point for this investigation is the phenomena of lucid dreaming, in which the dreamer becomes aware that they are dreaming. You have the ability to deliberately navigate the dream world here, in the lucid state. Discovering this awareness is like discovering a secret trail in a thick forest. Once you find it, it allows you to venture into areas of life that are not limited to dreaming in a passive manner. It provides you with agency and purpose in an environment that is usually controlled by the subconscious. Flying becomes a conscious decision made in this elevated state, defying the gravitational pull of sleep-induced illusions. This idea is further developed by astral travel, sometimes known as the out-of-body experience, which postulates a separation of awareness from the physical form. It seems like you are shedding your physical shell and ascending through dimensions that are difficult for the conscious mind to understand in a more ethereal body. This is not only an escape experience, it offers deep insights into the nature of the cosmos and your life. Think of it as an expansion, a thinning of the curtain between the physical and the metaphysical. By entering the astral plane, you can interact with a world that is usually hidden by the boundaries of your senses and experience a dimension of reality that is both real and enigmatic. You may be wondering how these experiences will affect you in the real world. Every flight you take in the dream world teaches you about control, perception, and the power of thought, laying the foundation for a deeper awareness of freedom and capability. When these lessons are applied in a waking state, they have the power to change not just how you see yourself, but also how you engage with the outside world. They ingrain in you a profound awareness that the boundaries you see around you are frequently self-imposed and determined more by belief than by unchangeable natural principles. I therefore urge you to practice this talent of dreaming. You're taking off. Take an active role in your dreams. Every night, get your thoughts ready like you would for a trip. Maintain a dream diary, engage in daytime reality checks, and focus in meditation on your desire to recall and manage your dreams. Learning the skill of sensory integration is like learning a new language, one that communicates the entire range of sensory experience instead of just words. You have the rare chance to reimagine the conventional functions of your senses here in this dreamscape, bending and blending them in ways that go beyond everyday existence. This sensory alchemy is more than just a novel idea. It's a powerful weapon that can help you soar through dreams and beyond. Think about the prospect of experiencing sensory crosstalk, seeing through your nose or hearing through your eyes, that goes against everything you've been taught about how the body is meant to work. After some effort, this unusual use of the senses can open the door to a more comprehensive understanding of the dream world. It makes for a more complex, immersive experience in which all the components are interrelated, improving your ability to navigate the dream and giving you a deeper comprehension of its symbolic language. The first step in the process of achieving this sensory integration is to start living a more conscious and purposeful waking life. Start by concentrating on one sense at a time. For example, pay close attention to what's going on around you while you close your eyes and attempt to map out your environment just with your ears. Try doing similar activities with your other senses. Smell the pages of an old book and decipher its history. Taste the air after a downpour. Touch a tree's bark and picture its complex patterns. These are not merely mindfulness exercises. They are also preparation for the dream state, where your senses will need to work together more creatively and harmoniously. Every night when you transition these techniques into sleep, make a conscious decision to recall and incorporate your sensory experiences into your dreams. As you go to sleep, work on your visualization. Imagine yourself flying with all of your senses activated, not just your freedom of movement. Imagine the sky's hues, the breeze caressing your face, the cloud's perfume, and the surrounding light's texture. This multisensory method to dreaming does more for you than just make your dreams more enjoyable. Even when you're awake, it teaches your mind to see and process information in more comprehensive, integrated ways. It promotes a fluidity of perception and mind that can improve emotional intelligence, creativity, and problem-solving skills. As a result, when you integrate all of your senses into a single, cohesive dream experience, you improve both your ability to fly in the dream world and your interaction with the real world. Through the practice of sensory integration, you will learn that most of the time, your own constraints are self-imposed and that you can expand not only your dream life, but also your perception and interaction with the world around you with creativity and effort. Accept this voyage of sensory discovery, as it will enhance your comprehension of your dreams and wakeful state, interlacing them in a dance of astounding intricacy and boundless potential. So be careful as you venture through the high lands you have opened. Be wary of the attraction of overconfidence and the seduction of pride. Make sure your intentions are always pure and in line with the greater good by regularly reviewing them. Take part in activities that help you stay grounded, such as meditation, volunteer work, or small deeds of kindness, to keep your skills from removing you from the humble reality of life. Use your abilities with a humble heart and hands that are prepared to help others. Let this direction serve as your safety net, making sure that your flight stays not just lofty but holy, a voyage that pays tribute to the sacred trust you have been given as you venture into the bright reaches of your own potential.